Good morning. I am Sagar Dalvi. Sorry. Batch July 2021, and today's date is 26th July 2021, and today I am going to explain very important topic in Java, that is JVM. JVM stand for Java Virtual Machine. As a name itself describe, JVM is a virtual machine. So first question may come in your mind, what is meant by virtual machine? A virtual machine is a software simulation of machine which perform same task as our physical machine. So JVM is a virtual machine. There are various types to implement virtual machine. The first one is hardware based virtual machine, and second one is application or process based virtual machine. So our JVM comes under the category of process or application based virtual machine. Similar to the JVM, another application based virtual machines are CLR, which is run the .NET application. Means CLR is responsible to execute the .NET application, and JVM is responsible to execute the Java applications. So this is overview of the JVM. So let's discuss the architecture of a JVM in detail. At broad level, JVM architecture consists of three systems. The first one is a class loader subsystem. Second one is various types of memory area, and the third one is execution engine, which is a heart of JVM. And another supportive systems like JNI, Java Native Interface, which is responsible to communicate various native libraries with execution engine. So let's discuss one by one. The first one is class loader subsystem. Again, a class loader subsystem again divided into three blocks. Means class loader subsystem consists of three systems. The first one is loading, second one is linking, and third one is initialization. So let's discuss one by one. The first one is loading. In loading, we have three types of loader. The first one is a bootstrap loader, second one is extension class loader, and third one is application class loader. So in these three, the highest priority for bootstrap loader. If bootstrap loader unable to load class, then the priority goes to extension class loader, and the least priority is for application class loader. So in this way, these class loader act in order to execute the program. The next subsystem of class subsystem is linking. In linking, we have the first one is prepare, second one is verify, and third one is resolve. After the verify, prepare, and resolve, the code is going to initialize in initialization block, and the code is going to initialize with the help of various memory area. In JVM, there are five types of memory area. The first one is method area. We know that Java is an object oriented language, and in that everything must be written with respect to object whose logical entity is class, and the class have two types of property, method function and instance variable. And the variable can be of two type. The first one is static variable, and second one is instance variable. So, and the static variable are called as a class level variable. This class level variable is stored in method area. The second memory area in JVM is heap area. As a programmer, we are mostly concerned with the heap area, because Java is an object oriented language, and every object in a Java is stored in a heap area. So as a programmer, we mostly concerned with the heap area, means instance variable of all the object gets stored in heap area. For every JVM there is only one heap area and only one method area. The third memory area of a JVM is a stack area. For every thread in a Java program, one stack frame is get created, and in that stack frame the local variable used in that stack is get stored. Means instance variable gets stored in a heap area, static variable gets stored in method area, and local variable is get stored in the stack of that thread. And it is very interesting to know that for every thread JVM will going to create a separate stack frame for that thread. Means number of thread is equal to number of stack in the JVM. The fourth fourth memory area is PC register. We know that PC register hold the address of next instruction is to be executed. And another interesting point is that the number of thread is equal to the number of PC register in memory area of the JVM. Means suppose we have the 5 thread, then JVM will going to create the 5 PC register in this PC register area. And the fifth area is native method area. The native method means the method which is not implemented in Java but whose references is taken in Java, that all that matter is going to address by using the native method area. And the last and very important component of JVM is interpreter and JIT compiler, which is heart of the JVM. We know that interpreter interpret the line one by one, and JVM interpret or compile the whole code at one go and produces the equivalent machine code which is understandable by the language. And to help the interpreter and compiler, there is one JVM proprietor which is help to the compiler. And whenever there are some native method libraries are there, and native method libraries are going to communicate with JVM hard, that is JIT compiler, with the help of Java native interface. So that's it for today. We will meet you soon. Thank you.